He is shocking everyone. And of course, I'm talking about Ville Koivunen. I could have made you guys a prospect video, but I would have just talked about Ville Koivunen for the whole thing. So let's do this video where we talk about a guy that has really turned heads and is finally getting the recognition that he deserves. He has not been named to anything. He actually got snubbed from the All-Star team, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the video, but Ville Koivunen has finally had an honor bestowed upon his name, and it is so well deserved. I can't even put it into words. I really do think this kid is the next great Pittsburgh Penguins player. He has been fantastic for the baby Penguins all season, and I'm just excited to get to talk about this kid. He came back in the Jake Guentzel trade, something that people criticized mightily, but this dude is the real deal, and he is showing it every single day at Wilkes-Barre Scranton. So let's get right into the video. First and foremost, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, Penguins Digest. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're pushing in on 900, so subscribe to the channel, and let's get to 1K subs here on Penguins Digest. Without no further ado, let's get into Ville Koivunen, the AHL Rookie of the Month for January. A first-time winner, Ville Koivunen, getting this honor. And it's really cool to see Penguins players and Penguins prospects get the recognition that they deserve on a national level. Obviously, the American Hockey League has a ton of great players. It's a good farm system leading up to the NHL. A ton of talent, a ton of young players, even veterans that are performing at a very high level. But to look at the rookies, to really just pinpoint this class of rookies that are playing right now in the AHL, and to say that Ville Koivunen stands out compared to all the rest, that's not an understatement at all. He really does. He leads all rookies in points this season in the AHL, and he finally got Rookie of the Month for January. So let's dive on in as we look at the honor. Ville Koivunen, he had 9 goals, 14 points, 2 hat tricks, and that is his AHL Rookie of the Month performance. The baby Penguins have been really good. They're still in a playoff position last time that I checked. In the AHL and in their division. Obviously, the Hershey Bears are back-to-back champs, so they're trying to do great things. But when the Penguins played the Bears, they pummeled them. So we talked about that in the video before where Ville Koivunen, he had a heck of a game against the Hershey Bears. So that's saying something if you have a game like that against one of the best teams. He had 9 goals, 14 points, 12 games, including 2 hat tricks. On January 8th against the Toronto Marlies, Koivunen collected his first AHL hat trick, followed up by a 4-goal performance against the Hershey Bears, the one I just mentioned, on January 29th. And I remember talking about that because I was blown away by what Ville Koivunen did, and that was just over a week ago now. But this dude, he's the real deal. During his first pro season in North America, the native of Oulu, Finland, is second in scoring behind AHL All-Star Emil Bemstrom with 15 goals, 21 assists, and 36 points. Initially drafted in the second round, 51st overall by the Hurricanes, Koivunen came to the Penguins in the Jake Guentzel trade last March. And obviously, we don't regret that because Jake ended up signing with the Lightning anyways for a ridiculous price. And we're going to talk about Marcus Pettersson in the next video and the deal that he just signed, so stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about Koivunen here in this video, though, and before joining Wilkes-Barre last season, he played parts of 3 seasons with Karpat. See, I don't know how to pronounce these Finnish leagues. In Liga. In 164 games, Koivunen scored 45 goals with 68 assists for 113 points. Interestingly, Koivunen is the Penguins' first AHL Rookie of the Month since Daniel Sprong was honored in December 2017. So that's been like 8 years. He followed Guentzel, who won it in December 2016. Rookie of the Month in the AHL. First among all AHL rookies with 36 points, 15 goals, and 21 assists on the season, which we mentioned earlier. And as I also mentioned earlier, the AHL All-Star Roundup right here, Ville Koivunen did not make the AHL All-Star team. He might be the best rookie in the entire American Hockey League, and the dude didn't make the All-Star team. Oh my gosh, talk about a snub. I mean, look at this. The AHL, okay, they completed their All-Star game out in California. The player selection and replacement process is a bit zany. Koivunen did not make the team, but Owen Pickering did. He played in 16 AHL games, and he made the All-Star team. But Ville Koivunen leads the entire AHL in points by rookies and didn't make the All-Star team. Can anybody explain this? Any explanation at all? I have nothing. I got nothing. Pickering scored a couple of goals in the very slow-paced 3v3 games. So obviously it's it's all-star competition, so it's nothing too crazy, but it still would be cool to see our boys participate in that. As you look at the points that have been put up by the Baby Penguins this season, Koivunen stands out, man. I mean, obviously Emil Benstrom has had a crazy good year down there at Wilkes-Barre, and I'd like to see him at the NHL level at some point. But Ville Koivunen, 21-year-old rookie down there, he is tearing it up. I mean, I said he's turning heads. He already turned my head, but he's turning everybody else's heads now too. He's getting national honors like Rookie of the Month. That's how you get your name out there. There's guys that still haven't heard of Ville Koivunen. Well, they're missing out because the dude's special. And if you watch him, woo, kid's good. I mean, seriously, all the tools you would want. The only argument people have is that he's a feast or famine player. They say, okay, well, for a while, he's not scoring. And then he's scoring 4 or 5 points a game, right? Hot and cold. What? How is that an argument? How is that an argument? Everybody goes through cold stretches, and he was adjusting to the play, the pace of play even at the AHL level, so I expected him to struggle a little bit. And now he's starting to produce the way that we thought he would produce. So I'm not saying anybody really saw this coming. I sure as heck didn't see it coming, but now that I'm seeing the type of player he is, I'm absolutely not surprised by everything that he's doing and everything he will continue to do in Wilkes-Barre. And he's just a great player. I'm so excited about him. He is the prospect I am absolutely most excited about in this organization right now, and you guys should be too. That's why I'm going to continue to put out content on Ville Koivunen, because the stats do not lie. He is the best rookie in the entire American Hockey League right now, and the Baby Penguins are doing well because of players like Ville Koivunen. So, of course, we're going to talk about it. Of course, Ville Koivunen is going to be at the top of my list, the things I want to talk about with this team, because the Penguins continue to disappoint us. A 7-round shootout loss against the New Jersey Devils. It is what it is. We have all this cool stuff that we can still talk about on the channel. The next video is going to be about Marcus Pettersson, but this video here is about Ville Koivunen and the Baby Penguins, which a roster move was also made. Jesse Puljujarvi was sent back down to the AHL. How many times has that happened this season, ladies and gentlemen? So Puljujarvi is sent back down to the AHL in a corresponding move. We're still waiting to hear what's going on with Sid. Gino has been skating, but he is still listed as week to week. But the Penguins had to make a decision, and they kept Boko Imama up at the NHL level and sent down Jesse Puljujarvi. So Puljujarvi back down to the AHL, and the Penguins trying to sort out their roster, see what team they're going to be going with the rest of the season. Puljujarvi never really has gained the trust of Mike Sullivan, so he never really got playing time to begin with. But now it is a fact. He's back down to the AHL. So unfortunately for him, I don't see how many more stints he's going to get trying for the Penguins, but that could be the last one for Puljujarvi. So fun to talk about Koivunen. Puljujarvi, probably a lost cause at this point, but thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll have another video coming out very soon about Marcus Pettersson and his new contract with the Canucks. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 1,000, and we'll see you on the next video.